The night my husband tried to evict me from the house I paid for, I handed the judge the bank records that proved he'd secretly drained $247,000 into his mistress's account, and watched his entire world collapse in a silent Texas courtroom. My name is Ava. I'm 38 years old, and until 2 years ago, I believed I had built the American dream in Austin, Texas. A 4-bedroom home in a quiet cul-de-sac. A steady corporate job in financial compliance. A husband, Daniel, who ran a small construction company. We met when I was 26. I was ambitious, organized, careful with money. He was charismatic, bold, and loud in a way that made rooms turn toward him. For 12 years, I handled the numbers. The taxes. The investments. The mortgage. The house. It was technically in his name because his credit score was slightly higher when we bought it. But every payment came from my salary. Every single one. I trusted him. And trust was the first thing he stole. It started small. Daniel became distant. Late nights. Client dinners. The phone is always face down. I ignored it. I told myself marriage has phases. Then one afternoon, I received a notification from our joint business account. $18,500 transferred. Memo line, consulting. We didn't hire consultants. When I asked him, he laughed. Said I was being paranoid. 2 weeks later, another transfer. $32,000. My chest felt tight, but I stayed calm. I had access to the statements. That's when I saw her name. Emily R. Monthly transfers. Increasing amounts. $8,000. $12,000. $27,000. For nearly a year. I confronted him. He didn't deny it. He just looked at me and said, "You wouldn't understand. She believes in me." That sentence broke something inside me. But the worst part wasn't the affair. It was what came next. One Friday evening, I came home to find a legal notice taped to our front door. Petition for divorce. Filed by him. Claiming I had financially mismanaged our funds. Claiming I owed him restitution. I remember standing there in the Texas heat, holding those papers, my hands shaking so hard the pages fluttered like they wanted to escape the truth. He wasn't just cheating. He was trying to ruin me. That night, I broke down. I sat on the bathroom floor with the shower running so he wouldn't hear me cry. 12 years. Gone. I thought about walking away. Just signing whatever settlement he wanted. Starting over quietly. But then I opened my laptop. I work in financial compliance. I track fraud for a living. And suddenly, everything clicked. He had been moving money from the construction company account into a consulting vendor profile. The vendor? Registered under a shell LLC. Owned by Emily. He thought I wouldn't look closely. He underestimated me. For 3 weeks, I gathered everything. Bank statements. Email confirmations. Wire transfers. Corporate filings. Tax discrepancies. I even discovered he had falsified business expense reports to inflate losses before filing for divorce. He wasn't just cheating. He was committing financial fraud. I didn't confront him again. I smiled. I made dinner. I let him believe I was defeated. And when his lawyer sent a proposed settlement demanding half of my retirement account, I signed nothing. Instead, I forwarded my evidence to a forensic accountant and quietly amended the divorce filing with counterclaims. The courtroom in Travis County was cold. Quiet. Daniel walked in confidently. Expensive suit. Emily is sitting in the back row. He smirked when he saw me. The judge asked if we were ready to proceed. His lawyer argued that I had financially undermined the marriage. That I was withholding funds. Then my attorney stood up and placed a thick binder on the table. The sound echoed. My lawyer said calmly, "Your Honor, we have documented evidence of $247,000 diverted to a shell company owned by the petitioner's romantic partner." You could hear a pin drop. Daniel's face went white. The judge flipped through the transfers. Page after page. Bank records projected onto the courtroom screen. Emily's name in bold letters. The moment they displayed her LLC registration linking her to the funds, she stood up and walked out. That was the thumbnail moment. Daniel turned toward her empty seat and realized he was alone. The judge didn't yell. He didn't need to. He simply said, "This court does not look kindly upon financial deception." Daniel lost claim to the house. Lost claim to my retirement. Was ordered to repay diverted business funds. And was referred for tax investigation. In one quiet afternoon, his empire collapsed. The house stayed with me. I refinanced it in my own name. 3 months later, Daniel's construction company filed for bankruptcy. The IRS audit began shortly after. Emily disappeared. I heard through mutual acquaintances that she claimed she didn't know about the money. Maybe she didn't. But she enjoyed spending it. As for me, the silence in the house felt heavy at first. No loud phone calls. No lies. No tension. Just peace. I planted flowers in the backyard that spring. Red tulips. Bright and defiant. I learned something important. Betrayal doesn't destroy you. Silence does. The moment you decide to stop protecting someone who is actively harming you, that's when your power returns. He tried to evict me from my own life. Instead, I legally erased him from it. And the best revenge? Wasn't angry. It was documentation.
Before you go, I just want to say thank you for spending your time with this story and being part of this journey. If this video moved you, taught you something, or made you feel less alone, please like the video and share it with someone who might need to hear it today. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Revenge Uncut. We're working hard to reach our first 1,000 subscribers, and your support truly means everything to us. Every single subscription helps this channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you real, emotional, and powerful stories like this one. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Tell us what you felt, what stood out to you, or what this story meant to you. We genuinely read every single comment, and your words inspire us more than you know. Thank you for being here, thank you for your support, and thank you for being part of the Revenge Uncut family.